Hey team, welcome back. You've done all the heavy lifting. You've prepped, presented, negotiated, and now your listing is officially under contract. But this is not the time to relax. This phase, escrow and closing, is where great agents are separated from average ones. Because this is where your communication, your calm, and your leadership really matter most. Think of yourself now as both a project manager and a peacekeeper. You're leading the seller through a process that can be exciting, but overwhelming as well. So let's talk about how to keep your sellers calm, confident, and informed from contract to closing day. So the escrow mindset, calm over chaos. When a home goes under contract, the entire energy shifts. For sellers, excitement often turns into anxiety. They start wondering, what happens next? When do I have to move out? What if the buyer backs out? And this is where your leadership matters most. I'll usually say something like, my job is to make this part feel effortless for you. I'll handle the moving pieces and keep you informed at every step. That one line immediately reassures them that they're in good hands. Your role now is to bring clarity where there's confusion and calm where there's chaos. So the first 48 hours after acceptance, the first 2 days after going under contract set the entire tone for the escrow process. Within 48 hours, I send a warm congratulations message. We did it. Confirm the fully executed contract is received by all parties, open escrow with title, and send a clear next steps email that breaks everything down. And that email isn't just informational, it's emotional leadership. I'll write something like, congratulations again, we're officially under contract and here's what to expect next. Inspections, appraisal, and I'll keep you updated every few days so you know exactly what's going on. Simple, confident, and organized. When the client sees that structure, they start to relax. The introduction email, keeping everyone in sync. Now, this is one of those small touches that makes a huge difference. Send one clean, professional email that introduces everyone, the buyer's agent, lender, escrow office, and your transaction coordinator. It should look like this. Congratulations, you're under contract. Meet our escrow team. Inside of it include everyone's contact information, the key dates like inspection, appraisal, close of escrow, who to contact for what, and you will instantly look like the leader of the deal, calm, organized, and in control. So the inspection period. Here's where I need you to lead and not react. So this is where emotions can spike again. When the inspector shows up, your seller stomach starts doing backflips. So you need to coach them early. I'll say something like, every home has small issues. The inspector's job is to find them, but we will review them together and in their report and focus on what really matters. That line prevents panic before it even starts. And here's a golden rule. Never deliver inspection results by email alone. Always call first. It sets the tone. Then send the report with your notes attached. That one step keeps the control of the narrative and keeps the seller's confidence intact. Handling repair requests with grace. The moment repair request comes in, emotions rise again. This is where you slow everything down. I follow a simple rule. Pause, process, plan. When you pause, don't respond right away. And process it. Review everything calmly and plan, outline options for your seller. Then I'll say, we have a few options. We can repair the items, offer a credit, or push back on anything that's not significant. Let's look at what makes the most sense strategically. Notice the language. It's logical and collaborative. That's what great agents sound like in high-stress moments. The appraisal phase. Appraisals can cause a lot of unnecessary stress if you don't get ahead of it. So I always prepare my sellers before the appraiser even steps foot into the home. I'll explain the appraiser's role is to confirm value based on recent sales. I'll make sure they have everything they need to see the full picture of your home. Then I create a simple home highlight sheet. It lists upgrades, remodels, and comparable sales. I print it and leave it on the counter for the appraiser. It's a classy touch, and will remind them of the home's value. Confidence isn't loud, my friends. It is prepared. So managing communication during an escrow. This one's huge. Your seller should never be wondering what's happening behind the scenes. Set a rhythm. I touch base every 3 to 4 days, even if nothing has changed. I'll send a quick message that says, "Hi, just wanted to check in. Everything's still on track. I'll reach out again after the appraisal update, but I didn't want you to wonder." That line, "I didn't want you to wonder," changes everything. It communicates empathy and leadership in one sentence. Remember, top agents don't wait for updates, they create them. Common escrow hiccups. Stay in control. Every deal has a bump or two. It's part of the process. Appraisal delays, lender request, minor title issues, these things happen. But the difference between chaos and calm is how you communicate it. If something comes up, I'll say, "Listen, this is completely normal. I've seen it many times. We are already on top of it, and I'll make sure it doesn't delay the close." It's short, reassuring, and confident. Never dramatize or normalize. That's how professionals manage trust. Final walkthrough. Finish strong. This is your seller's final moment to show pride and professionalism. I'll remind them. Let's make the last walkthrough feel great for the buyers. It sets the tone for closing day. Then I send them a short closing day checklist. It usually includes things like removing all personal items, leaving the property clean, having all the keys and remotes ready, and confirming that they've transferred their utilities. That attention to detail is what sellers remember most. How smooth you made it feel. Now closing day, the grand finale. This is it, the moment they've been waiting for. On closing day, I confirm recording, that funds have been released, and send a personal message. "Congratulations, you're officially closed. It's been such an honor helping you through this journey." Then I drop off or mail their thank you card or their closing gift. Sometimes I'll even send a short video. "Hey, I just wanted to say thank you again and wish you all the best in your next chapter." That's how you end on emotion, not paperwork. Because people don't refer contracts, they refer experiences. So some key takeaways in this module. Let's wrap it up. Anticipate, don't react. Keep communication frequent and calm. Normalize the bumps. Close every transaction like it's your client's first, because here's the truth. Top agents don't just manage transactions, they manage trust. So next up in Module 7, post-close excellence, turning clients into raving fans.